Hey everybody, welcome back to what's going to be probably our last Christmas episode
Yes,
for this year
for
at
this
least.
year of 2023.
Yes, 2023. Bringing the year close to the finish line.
Yes, we are.
And today, what are we drinking, Mr. Kyle?
Today we're going to be drinking Holiday Cheer from a brewery we already did called Shiner.
Yes.
This one is their holiday ale brewed with peaches and, depending on where you're from in the country,
Mm-hmm.
pecans or pecans.
Pecans. Are
So
you a pecan or a pecan?
I'm a pecan.
Yes, sir.
I have never tried this before,
No.
so I am curious to see what it tastes like. I think it's a twist.
There
Yep,
you go.
it is a twist. Oh, whoa. Wow,
Curious
that is an interesting
aroma.
smell, dude. It smells like
Mm.
peach pie a little bit, like peach,
Little bit.
it's definitely strong in the peach flavor,
Yeah. Let's pour these
and it
bad
does
boys.
not look like how I thought it would look.
What were you expecting?
I was thinking it to be like really lighter,
Oh,
goldener, more golden. All right, let's see.
it's got a nice brown color.
Cheers.
Cheers. It's good.
It is good, very peachy.
Mm-hmm.
If you like peaches, it is very peach forward. Not tasting too much of the pecans.
Pecans.
Yeah, the nut that is supposed to be in it. Not tasting that too much. It's very like I'm thinking like peach cobbler. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very peach cobbler vibes.
Okay. Taste is smooth though.
Yeah, definitely.
5.4. It's not bad.
No, it's like a one or two holiday time beer. Like I couldn't be like, oh, I gotta smash a 12 pack of fucking holiday cheer.
Well, depends on the holiday cheer.
That's
You
true.
know.
Well,
But
which is
yeah,
something we're gonna be talking about today. We're gonna be talking about what Christmas. I
memories, stories.
Yeah, things you had always wanted for Christmas that you never got.
Yes. Kind of
Things that
like
you still want for Christmas.
the if I won the lottery version of Christmas.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
Yes. Excuse
That is
you.
that is some holiday cheer coming out for everybody to to bask in.
I'm the only one basking in it, dude.
True, true.
Well,
At least it went that way. Right? It didn't go right in your face.
true, true. You puked it all over Guy Fawkes with the Iron Man helmet.
Yes.
Yes.
So Christmas.
What a wonderful time of the year.
Yeah. Well, like, all right. So, how different is like Christmas here compared to like Christmas in Mexico?
I don't know. I had a very unique childhood, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't want to say I grew up without my dad, but my dad was up here. We were living down there in Mexico. So it was weird because we would see him on Christmas, so he would bring a bunch of shit. So that was cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then later on, once we moved up here to Summit, it was kind of the same, but not. We had the Christmas tree and everything. Like every year, we had the Christmas tree. There's maybe been 1 year we didn't do the Christmas tree. That was when my grandma passed away. She passed away on Christmas Day, but we knew she was sick.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a sad thing. We're like, we don't want to do the holiday cheer, and like we're in mourning.
I got you.
But
I got you.
but like it was always cool. How about you guys?
Well, I mean, I still have more questions about like Christmas down there.
Okay.
Like, is it as big of a deal as it is up here?
Oh yeah, the birth of Christ.
I'm not talking about. All right, I'm talking about the holiday part of it, like
Yeah.
the Christmas trees, the decorations,
Yeah.
like that kind of stuff. Like, I don't. I want. I'm just trying to connect it if it's like a mainly an American thing,
Oh no.
or they take it to that degree.
No. Mexican culture being mostly Christian Catholic,
Yeah.
whatever. We celebrate that stuff down there. And the fun thing is, like, not even growing up, just being an adult while I was living down there, it was the parties,
Mhm.
and because it was like family parties, but it's like cousins, uncles, everybody. Like you're an adult now,
Yeah.
so your aunts and uncles or whatever, they don't see you as like some little kids. Like, oh, let the kids go play over there. No, it's like we're all hanging out. The food, like you appreciate the food more. And we would drink and party pretty much till the next day, sleep for a few hours, and then it was like, you get the leftovers,
Hmm.
and then it would be another party because everybody's off. It's Christmas time.
So then, all right. Speaking of like the food, what's like traditional Christmas food? Is it like similar here, or is it all more like
Well, I've
traditional?
never had an American Christmas, so I don't know what that's like. We've had our Christmas,
Well,
but
what
like we would
like?
do like tamales sometimes.
Hmm.
We do like pulled pork. I don't even know if it's pork. It might just be like turkey, but everything's pulled, and we make like these big ass tortas, and there's like pozole. The food part of it was very, I think, Mexican about it, but it was still like really really good. Like I don't know, we don't do Thanksgiving down there,
Yeah,
so
well, obviously.
we do the
But
turkey.
do you know like Thanksgiving food? Like that's kind of like
Yeah,
traditional. Like, but here, like that food kind of transitions into Christmas dinners
right.
too.
Yeah,
So like,
exactly.
so is it more traditional like Mexican culture type food
I mean,
compared to like,
it could vary from year to year.
yeah,
Like sometimes it's like, what do you guys want this year? Like I think one year we just did like tamales and a couple of like servings of other food, and it was just like the main thing was tamales, because my grandma, my mom, my aunt, they fucking love to make them.
oh, dude, is your mom gonna make tamales?
She's in Mexico
I
right
know,
now.
but when she comes home,
I'll see.
let her.
They're probably gonna have tamales down there.
Well, that doesn't help me.
I know.
That doesn't help me,
That
dude.
sucks for you.
When you bring me, like,
Sucks for
oh,
me too.
hey, I got some tamales for you. Thinking you made
Speaking
me
of
like a plate, and I get like a pack of 3 dozen.
Yeah. Speaking of tamales, did you ever do the thing that I told you, like the breakfast one,
Hmm.
with the you heat them up on like the skillet,
Yeah, and then you put the eggs
let
and
them roast a little
yeah.
bit, and then you crack an egg or two.
Hmm.
You put the hot sauce.
Yep. Oh, dude, I just
Yeah.
yeah, but just give me the hot sauce, dude. That's all I want. The hot sauce and just dunk them in. Dude, I was doing that in my car.
You dunk them. I
Yeah,
pour it
dude.
over them. You know what's really good
Yo,
too?
I would scoop it and just like, oh, dude.
You're a fucking barbarian.
Yeah, man. No fork, no nothing. It was my hands and just.
You know what you need for Christmas? You need that little the Oreos thing to dunk the cookies, but you'd be dunking tamales
Oh yeah,
into the
dude.
hot sauce.
That'd be good.
Just give you a
I
big
did get a wok for my birthday, so I'm pretty excited about that.
a walk.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. I like making like Asian food, so
Yeah,
and then I could use it to like deep fry stuff and everything too.
that's cool.
So I was pretty excited. That was the only thing I wanted. That's actually the only thing I wanted for Christmas and my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
It was like they're like, "What do you guys want?" or "What do you want?" I'm like, "I just want to walk. I never had a walk before, and I want to walk."
Yeah.
And I got one.
Nice,
It's really cool. It's like blue steel,
nice.
and it's fucking heavy as shit. So if somebody ever tried to break in, I don't
Just
need to get my
bash 'em
gun.
over the
I
head.
was gonna beat him with the walk.
Oh yeah. That's like we got that thing like with the to make the tortillas, the roller.
Hmm.
It's like somebody breaks in, you just bash them over the head. It's like I remember getting beat with beat with as a kid with one of those. Yeah.
Oh, dude, the other day I was at work and one of my coworkers, his wife made, dude, a shit ton of flautas
Oh, I
and
love flautas.
homemade
Was it beef or chicken?
chicken.
Chicken.
Yeah, she made a shit ton of chicken ones. And then, dude, like, I hate refried beans. Like, I can't eat beans.
Mhm.
Like, I don't know. There's something about them. But
It
however
makes your stomach go.
yeah, but however she made them, dude. Oh my god, I don't know what she did to them.
Yeah.
They were amazing. And then her red sauce, or her red hot sauce. I think,
Salsa.
well, yeah, but it was the red or the green. But she had the red one, and dude, it was spicy, but she added like cinnamon to it too.
Oh really?
So it had like
A sweet taste.
it
to
was like it was hot, but not like too hot. Like I liked it. I was like, oh man, this is really good. But then you'd
Yeah.
have that like sweetness at the end. You're like, what is that? She goes, I want you guys to know that cinnamon, just so you know ahead of time, like
Yeah.
what's going on. But yeah,
Yeah.
dude, there was two of the dudes at work were sweating, and I'm just sitting there like scooping it. I'm like,
Dude,
like,
you need like your own pint of
I know.
salsa just so you can scoop the
yeah,
shit.
they're like, you all right? I'm like, yeah, dude, this shit's good. I'm
Yeah.
just like, oh, I had my half of my plate was full of the sauce,
Yeah.
so I'm just like scooping it
Scooping.
into my mouth. And she's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, the flautas really helped me eat the salsa." And
Yeah.
she's like, "You know, it's
So
supposed
I
to be
would
the
just
other way
be
around."
drinking this if there was no
Yeah.
flautas.
Yeah, she's like, "You know, it's the other way around, right?" I'm like, "No, no, no, no. This is how it works for me."
Well, um, like the thing about salsa is like for example, I like salsa, but it has to have a flavor to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Oh, I hate
it-
just hot.
Yeah, just hot sucks. Like when I would go like, for example, if I go to like a restaurant, they got wings,
Yeah.
and they're like the typical flavors, like, oh, we got buffalo wings. Okay, buffalo. And then it's either too hot, no flavor, or they're just like, they got that right buffalo taste
Yeah.
where it's like zangy.
See, I avoid
Like
buffalo.
mango habanero, I can't do that.
I
I can
like
do
the
like one or
I
two,
like some of
but
the like. It depends on where you're at,
yeah, that's
you
true.
know. But like, I don't like buffalo. Well, I mean, I'll eat it, but that's not the one that I usually go to.
Yeah,
I'll do like
TMI,
I'll do
TMI is good,
I'll
or
do
Daytona.
Daytona. Like, all right, if we're talking about Hooters, I only get Daytona.
Yeah,
But like, I go when we go out to if we go out to a different restaurant or whatever, and I'm like, I'm not hungry,
yeah.
and I just want some wings. Like, I'll do Cajun,
Cajun's good.
garlic parmesan,
That's delicious.
or lemon pepper.
Yep,
Like those are
those are
the
my go-to's
yeah,
too.
those are
Yeah,
like the ones that I go to. That I'm like, because I'm like, buffalo is just played out for me. But
those like
if we go to McWethy's, not this one, but the Dome
yeah,
in Woodridge,
yeah.
they have elote ones, dude.
Oh, really?
Those are really good.
Like
They're
like hot Cheeto elote?
dude. Their menu is completely different there, and they have like all these different wing flavors, and their wings are insane. So like no, but it's it's no, not like hot Cheeto flavor elote. Like actually like
But that that's how hot Cheetos came about from
yeah,
that elote chili, the red stuff.
hmm
That's how they came about
but
with
no, but
that.
like actual like all the shit for elote,
Yeah, yeah.
but they put it on the wings except for the corn. There's no corn in there, so it's really weird. It's everything
You're
but the
looking like a
corn.
mutated fucking wing.
Yeah, but dude, it's one of my like. I wish we would go there more often
Yeah,
because that one's really good.
so far.
And then where's Uptown?
Yeah.
Uptown, I do the firecracker sauce, which is really good.
Mm.
And then where were we at the other day?
I don't know.
There was somewhere I was at. I go, I don't know. I forgot what the other one was. But like, I just Buffalo's just played out for me, so I tried the
Yeah.
other flavors.
Well, me because I like the zangy of it because
Mm-hmm.
it's not too hot and it's got that like I don't know if I want like the citrusy flavor.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I like about the buffalo. Me, that's what I go to buffalo. That's why I like TMI because it's like an accent on the buffalo.
Yeah,
But
but Daytona's pretty good.
Daytona's good. I'm not gonna knock on that. That's a good flavor. So
Back on track.
yeah, back on track. What do you guys do for like Christmas stuff, like dinner wise?
Well, it's changed over the years.
Yeah,
For a long time, Christmas Eve was always spent at my aunt's house, and on my dad's side.
yeah,
So it would be like my mom, my dad, me and my sisters, my aunt, her daughter, my uncle, his wife, and then like our extended family on that side would all meet.
on your dad's side.
Yeah, on my
Yeah,
dad's side would all meet at my aunt's house, and we would do. You would have the ham, you would have ham, stuffing, biscuits. The traditional like vegetables.
I don't
Oh
know.
no, but like it's mainly like almost like Thanksgiving dinner,
Yeah,
but like take the turkey out of it and put a ham instead.
yeah,
So that's like, and then we would have like since we were well on that side of my family we were primarily Polish, we would have like Polish sausage, the smoked one or the fresh one,
mm,
pierogies, rye bread, like and this bread made with cottage cheese called kolats. Really good. It was like it's really weird, dude. It's cottage cheese, green onions, and raisins.
yeah.
Weird combination, but it works.
I could deal without the raisins, but sure.
But
Okay.
it adds a weird like sweetness to it.
Yeah,
But it's really weird. So, but it was something my grandma would always make. But it was like it was really good.
yeah.
And then we would have my dad's cousin would dress up as Santa Claus and like put like gifts for everybody in a bag, and they'd come around and do like, oh, it's Santa.
See, we've never done the somebody dressing up as Santa, but I did see this one video, and this is funny. You're gonna laugh of Santa coming down, and like he's leaving, and then like it was like a family thing, and then this other dude came down dressed as the Grinch, stole all the gifts, and ran up
dude.
the stairs.
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
You've
Yes.
seen that one?
Yep.
That was awesome. And then they're like Santa and the Grinch are fighting. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, dude. So we would do that, and then so my aunt lived in Lagrange Park, and we would have their dinner and hang out there and stuff, and there would always be like carolers that came around
Yeah.
and just people, like so there was carolers that would stop and sing, in front of us while we were there, and then they would go away. But I mean, we would hang out there until I don't know, like 11, 12 o'clock at night. And in the
Mm-hmm.
like, all right, this is one of my favorite things growing up, and I still do it now since I'm back on nights.
Yeah.
And if it's snowing, it makes it even better. But we would on the way home, we would drive, driving back home, everything would be closed, and it would be snowing and everything, and we just listen to Christmas music and just drive around and look at people's lights on
Yeah.
their houses and stuff. So I still do that now when I'm working nights. But that was one of my favorite things to do. And then we would get home and we would just put the presents down by the tree. Like once I was old enough to realize things,
Yeah.
like they would wait when I would go to bed and then they would do it. But then when I got older, I did it for Griff
Yeah.
and everything else. So we would do that.
So you found out what? Like you were a teenager already when you found out Santa Claus wasn't real?
Oh, dude, I was like 9.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that tracks.
But like but then you get older. You get older and you have kids and
Yeah.
stuff, and like now our traditions are completely different. But I still like I don't do Christmas Eve anymore. Except this year, I'm gonna have to do Christmas Eve because I work Christmas Day.
Mm.
But like Christmas Day for me, or Christmas Eve now, was Colleen's brother's birthday.
Yeah.
Is Christmas Eve, so we would have a Christmas party. Well, it could be a Christmas party and a birthday party at her parents' house.
Yeah.
And dude, it'd be like an all day, all night thing, and like not going to bed till like 5 a.m.
Yeah, but see, that's what we would
And
do.
we would go through like so my new tradition that I have for my dad, my future son-in-law or father-in-law, and my future brother-in-law, even though now he lives in New York, I would get them a different bottle of whiskey every year, and
Yeah.
I'd always do research on which one's the best one and everything else, and I'd do that. So that's like a new tradition that I have with them. Except this year, I sent my future brother-in-law, a a gift basket from like Chicago. It's like Chicago Treats or something like that.
Yeah.
It's a Lou Malnati's pizza. It's 10 Portillo's hot dogs with all the fixings, and an Eli's cheesecake. Since now he lives in New York and he has shitty pizza and everything else. So,
Well, New York's supposed to have the best pizza.
dude, all right, I had pizza in New York. There were some places that are good, but the shit that we had that was called "quote unquote" the best.
No
Dude,
name drops. No name
no,
drops.
just what they said was the best.
Yeah.
I've had better from fucking Pizza Hut. All right, like we all sat there and looked at them. We're like, this is supposed to be the best.
Yeah.
Like the best pizza on Staten Island, like was fucking garbage. Sorry, it was.
Yeah. Well,
But the best pizza in New Jersey, that was
good.
actually pretty good.
Well, it's like a lot of people. Like, I'm not sure if you like deep dish. I love deep dish. That's good.
Well, all right,
You just
I-
have to get it right.
I like it, but that's
That's not your go-to. I get
no
that.
like the regular pub tavern style. That
Yeah.
what real Chicago pizza is.
Yeah.
Like deep dish,
Like
yeah, it's a
ma and
Chicago.
pa.
Yeah,
Style.
like
yeah.
deep dish is Chicago pizza, but it's not our pizza.
Yeah.
Our
It's
pizza
like,
is the
because
thin
you-
crust with just that little bit at the end,
yeah.
and it's cut in fucking squares.
Yeah. Well, you get your typical like fast food pizza, which is Domino's, Pizza Hut, Caesars. There might be maybe some others, but like the ma and pa, like Germano's, Rosati's,
Mhm.
Michael's, those
Yeah, those are the ones that I like. Yeah,
those are the ones that you're like, oh man, that's made with love.
yeah, that was real. That was like I didn't really eat deep dish pizza or Chicago style, whatever,
Mhm.
until I was like, dude, like 15.
Yeah.
Because I would look at it, I'm like, I don't want to eat that.
Yeah, that's actually a pie.
Yeah, like it's fucking huge. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I want the.
Yeah, that's the pizza
I want-
you need to eat
I want
with a
this.
fork and
Yeah.
a knife. Yeah, but it's good. Like I'm not saying you get it like every weekend or every month, but like every once in a while, you're like, oh man, that's good.
I'll do it like once a year. Just
I do
like I would rather have regular pizza because I
Yeah.
can eat more of it.
Mhm,
Like
true.
I'd rather eat more than have like one piece and be like, oh, I'm done.
Yeah. Well, true. I like it though.
And not to mention, it's like $15 more.
It depends where you get it,
Yeah,
but still, I like it. It's good. Chicago style.
yeah. So yeah, Christmas.
But what
Eve
about
was-
hot dogs? Chicago
No,
style.
we'll
hot
get to that.
dogs.
That's a whole nother. That's a whole nother
No,
episode. We can
what's
get
your
on.
go-to though? Because I mean, everybody's like, man, Gene and Jude's.
Oh, all right, we live too far away to go. Just go
I
to
know.
fucking Gene and Jude's. Okay.
No, but like for example, Beefy's. Like Beefy's had top-notch food for being
Oh,
like
yeah.
a beat-up ass diner.
Yeah, Beefy's was good. Like I preferred Beefy's over Portillo's.
Hot dogs, yeah.
Oh, just food in general.
Dude.
Their food in general is better.
So this guy I know, Scummy, old dude, he retired from Vulcan. Awesome ass dude. He was a wise ass, and he's like when we were like we're ordering from Portillo's for lunch or whatever. He's
Mm-hmm.
like, "What do you want?" He's like, I like hot dogs, man. I just like that snap." So one time I was working with him, and I'm like, "Hey man, let's order some food. I know this place Beefy's." I was like, "Do you know?" He's like, "No." I was like, "All right, we want hot dogs." He's like, "Yeah, you know I want the hot dog." He liked it more than Portillo's. He's like,
Yeah,
"Oh," he's like, "I gotta find out where this place is. I'm gonna go." I'm
it's
like,
like right
"Dude,
across the street from Portillo's.
yeah." Well,
Kind of.
which one
Well,
exactly? The one in Harlem.
yeah,
Yeah,
the one in Harlem. Yeah.
but yeah, like their poppers, the pizza puff, everything was
Well,
so good.
everything was. It
Even the
was just better.
ribs,
Yeah, dude.
everything.
I liked that place better than Beefy's. There was another place called Parisi's, which was on 63rd Street. That place was better than Portillo's. Then you got, oh, dude, everything on 63rd Street was better than Beefy's. And
Better
then,
than Beefy's or
or
Portillo's?
better than Portillo's. Sorry,
Yeah.
Beef. Actually, Parisi's was better than Beefy's too.
What about Mickey's? Remember Mickey's? Would go after school
Oh,
get just the
dude, yeah,
fries.
Mickey's was good. I always liked Mickey's
I didn't
too.
know there. Like, well, I know now. I've known for a while, but there's a Mickey's over in Joliet.
Hmm.
I haven't been there. I gotta go.
That's it. That's one place I go to a lot.
Yeah,
I'll
Mickey's
go
is
there.
good food.
Yeah, Pops was good. I liked Pops.
Pops is
alright.
good. I don't like their beef though. For
No,
beefs, I'll go to Portillo's
yeah.
for that.
I like their breaded steak. It's
Yeah,
hard to find a good bread. Well, it's hard to find good food out here. So
I just gotta know where to go.
yeah, but if it's dude, it's not like back at home where you fucking sneeze and you're like, oh, dude, that place is good,
Yeah.
or that place is good, or like, where do you want to go? And you're like,
Well,
you know,
this is like a
here
common
it's like
thing.
you have to like really think, like, where
Yeah.
the fuck do you want to go?
Common thing. You're not gonna let me lie about this. Is this the dirtier, the stingier the place looks, the better the food.
Oh yeah, I know,
It's like they cook it over the old ass
dude.
grease or
The
whatever.
first time I took Colleen to Beefy's,
Mm.
I pulled up into the parking lot. She goes, oh, actually, she did that for Beefy's and El Faro.
Oh, you took her to El Faro?
Yeah,
Okay.
but what the first time I pulled into Beefy's, she's like, "What the fuck is this?" I'm like, "What?" She goes, "This place looks fucking abandoned." I'm
Yeah.
like, "No, just trust me." She's like, "Well, what should I get?" I'm like, "Get whatever you want." I'm like,
Everything's good.
anything you eat is gonna be good."
Yeah.
So she got a beef, and they have a grilled chicken like sandwich, but it's like, dude, it's fucking cheese, mayonnaise, Italian dressing, lettuce, tomato. It's fucking this sandwich is like this fucking big.
Yeah.
So I was eating that. She had a beef sandwich. She's like, "Oh my god, this is great!" And then she had like onion rings, fries, cheese sticks, everything. We ordered a lot.
All the fixings.
And she's like, "This place is amazing." I'm like, I told you.
Yeah.
And then the same thing happened. We were at a concert in not over by Bull Stadium, so the United Center.
Yeah.
And we're driving back home, and she's like, "Oh my god, I'm so fucking hungry." I'm like, "Oh, cool. We'll stop at
El
El Faro."
Yeah.
She's like, "Where?" I'm like the burrito place that fucking these people talk about. She's like, "Oh, okay." So we pull up.
These people talking about me and like other.
No, a friend of hers.
Oh, okay.
So a friend of hers, like, there was one day, it was New Year's Eve, and it was like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. And this chick's boyfriend, who works all over the place, but he knows about it. He's like, "Babe, I really want a burrito." And this is when they were still open 24 hours.
Yeah.
He's like, "Babe, I really want a burrito." And she's like, "All right, well, where the fuck do you want it from?" He goes, "Oh, the only place that's really open is like El Faro."
That's the only place to get it, baby.
So, but she's like, "All right, where's it at?" And he's like, "Oh, it's in Summit." She's like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, it's in Summit." So she drove from Romeoville
all the way to Sunday.
all the way to Summit, got his burrito, and then brought it to his house in Joliet. And I'm like, "No, that's love."
That is love.
So when I told her, I'm like, "Yeah, this is the place." We pulled up. She goes, "Do you have your gun on you?" And I'm like, "No,
We
I
don't
don't.
need
Clearly,
it."
I don't. We've been drinking all day in
Yeah.
the city." I'm like, "No, I don't." I'm like, "We're fine. We're fine."
Yeah.
And dude, this place it was either a Friday or Saturday, so it's packed. Line is huge, and she was amazed how the fucking dude remembered everything that everybody ordered.
Oh yeah.
Fucking cooked it, put it in the bags, and then you'd pay for it.
Yeah.
So we were eating there.
Yeah.
So she's like, "What should I get?" I'm like, "Get whatever you want."
Everything's
But I'm like, "But don't get the chicken."
Yeah, chicken's not the best.
I'm not a fan of the chicken. But I'm like, anything else you want, get it.
Yeah.
I'm like, you want tacos, you want a burrito, you want a fucking
Torta.
whatever you
Yeah.
want. I'm like,
Oh yeah.
get it, but just avoid the chicken. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't like Mexican food chicken.
Mm.
It's just eh. When everything else is there, like all the other flavors of stuff, it's kind of they're just like eh. But so we ordered all this shit, and we're standing there, and she's like, "He didn't write anything down." I'm like, "I know." And I'm like, he'll never write anything down. Don't worry about it. She's like, but it's gonna be wrong. I'm like, no, it won't be wrong. It won't be wrong.
No,
And you just see it all line up and come through on the plate and on the tray. She's like, holy shit, he got this all right. I'm like, yeah, this is his job. This is
it's
what
like
he
a
does.
beautiful mind,
Yeah.
dude.
So then we go and we sit down, and dude, like her face, she's like, this is the best I've ever had. I'm like, I know.
Did it light up like Christmas?
Yeah. But did you
Yeah.
see that the El Famous opened up again?
Yeah.
Somebody else bought it
There's a
and
couple of El
renovated.
Famous.
No, no, no,
Like they're a
no.
franchise.
That's the original.
Yeah, yeah, no,
But
no.
they've been closed for
because
6 years because they had a fire there.
yeah, but they like that street. What is it, Archer right there?
Mm-hmm.
They've had competition because there was Burrito Max, which is where I first went to eat burritos.
Well, that
And
was
then
over by your house though at the time.
it
And
was
then
a
it
little bit
moved.
further down. It wasn't that like it was
No, it's by
close
Love
to the
and
bridge.
No, it was by Love and Music, and then it
Mhm.
moved.
Oh
Dude,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
that one that moved over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
by El Famous.
Yes.
Yeah, so it moved from there to yeah, and then from there we moved on to El Famous, and then after that we're like Alfa Rolls where it's at, baby.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and Alfa Roll. Have you ever like? I didn't know this one. I went one time with Phil, and he got like the garlic with the carrots and the
Yeah.
peppers. I was like, what the fuck? And then he was just like eating like the garlic
Yeah.
little clover things or whatever.
Garlic cloves. Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, because they were all like soft, and I was
Mhm.
like, dude, I was like, that's a way to
You
get
know,
out
you know
of the
whose family.
DUI.
You know whose family owns
Pablo,
it.
Pablo Zawala, wasn't it?
Paul.
Paul Zawala.
Yeah.
Pablo.
Yeah.
Whatever.
That's his family's business, dude.
Yeah,
He
But-
won't be part of it, but his family is.
Yeah.
Because he's a coach for. He's a track and field coach for, or not track and field, cross country coach for UIC, I think. I
okay.
think it's UIC. It's a Chicago university that I know he's the coach for.
Well, he did run cross country for Argo, so.
I know.
Anyway, back on
Yeah, back on Christmas.
Back on
So yeah,
Christmas.
Christmas Eve was spent at my aunt's, and then Christmas Day was at my house.
So, what was your favorite thing about Christmas? And like over the years, I'm talking about like, before even growing up, like what was your favorite thing, or was something that you're like, oh, I like this when I was young, and I like this now.
It's never been about the gifts.
Mm-hmm.
Like I loved Christmas opening up gifts and everything, but it was never about gifts for me.
Yeah.
Like our biggest thing, like a Christmas Eve. So Christmas Eve was really special to me because I got to see my well, I lived with my one grandmother. So like I saw her all the time. But my other grandmother lived with my aunt. So I saw my grandmother, her and her two sisters.
Mm-hmm.
So like I had like my grandmothers like all in one spot.
So you get to see extended family.
So yeah, like so seeing them because I didn't really see them that often. We'd only see them like Christmas and like Easter maybe if we all got together for Easter. So we didn't really see them that much. So seeing them all the time was really special to me, just because it was just like it was really nice to see them. And then in a Christmas Day when I was younger, my favorite thing is when we would give gifts to my grandmother that lived with me with Nani.
Mm-hmm.
So when we give her gifts, because she was always like she was all about everybody else. It was always about everybody else and nothing about her. So whenever she got a gift, like she would go over the top with it because she'd be like, "Oh, you shouldn't have done this." Blah 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 blah.
Oh,
Yeah.
God's on the phone.
Yeah. So she'd get funny and open it up and just be happy and be all emotional. So that was always cool to see.
Yeah.
And then getting older, like Griffin, because Griffin lived with me too for a while,
Yeah.
and seeing him grow up and doing the Santa thing and getting the that whole thing back again, like that was fun. Like we would take my dad's work boots and like put it in like ashes in the fireplace and then like do the boots around the house and like up the walls and stuff like
Yeah.
and he would wake up and be like, oh my god, this is crazy.
You guys went all out.
Oh yeah, so we did that for him and he absolutely loved it.
Mm.
And then like they did that when Michelle moved away and had the rest of her family, and then Aaron moved away and had their family, like they did that stuff too.
Yeah.
That was always fun. And then like as the boys were growing up and doing all that kind of stuff too, like leaving the door open and having like footprints and stuff through the house, and like since we didn't have a fireplace, we made a fireplace on the wall, like
Yeah.
in the in like where their bedroom is, that wall.
Yeah.
We made a fireplace for them out of construction paper, because they're like, well, how's Santa gonna get in? We're like, oh well,
An entrance.
we'll build him a fireplace, because as long as you have something that looks like a fireplace, his magic
Works.
can make it happen.
Yeah.
And I would show them, like, we'd go outside and like, see, look at the top where our fireplace or where our heater pumps out. Like, that looks like a chimney, right? Like it lines up where that fireplace is at, so he can come down and come into the house. So we would do that, and dude, they loved that stuff. And like, I don't know, it was always a fun time. Like, not for me. Like, I never really cared if I got anything ever. Like, my thing was just always about being around everybody, and just being like, the time of year just kind of consumed me into being just like happier than normally through the year.
Yeah.
And then I love going to the zoo and seeing the zoo lights. That's always a big fun thing for me to do.
Yeah.
We do that every year. We got to do that coming up pretty soon.
Mm.
Yeah, dude. Like, my biggest thing is just just being around people, and just being happy. Like, I don't
It's a
every
jolly time.
yeah, like, every time anybody asks me, like, oh, what do you want? Like, oh, we got to buy this, we got to buy that for you. I'm like, I don't want anything. Like, if I want to buy something, I'll just buy it.
Yeah.
I'm like, how about you just
Well,
spend time with me?
That's one of the down. I don't want to say a downside because it's definitely a plus, but being an adult is one of those things that you're like, well, if I want something, like, what do you get for the guy who has everything?
Mhm.
I'm not saying like we have everything, because we definitely
We
have
don't.
more, but
Like,
it's like it's like, oh, I wanted this, I wanted a TV. I could go buy a TV.
yeah. Well, and that's why
Or,
I always say,
yeah.
I'm like, the only thing I want for Christmas is just time.
Yeah.
That's all I want, is just the time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's my biggest thing. And then, just
You're sure you don't want a purse or a nice set of shoes?
no.
That's what I hear. Like, it was like, I really like this purse.
Oh yeah, I got
really like these shoes.
I got heated socks, battery operated socks for when she's working in the cold.
Oh my god!
Actually, no, she didn't even think about that. I'm the one who told her about those.
Like the heated jacket and shit.
Well, I bought her a pair of heated socks, so, and a couple other things. But I was like, oh, like, I'm gonna get you something that is
Useful
for you, and something that you would be beneficial to you in the wintertime. So I got her these fucking awesome ass battery operated socks that she'll have to charge up and stuff. But yeah, dude, like, I mean, Christmas memories, Christmas wish lists, and everything else like that has always been just to spend time with the people that I care about. I mean, we do that throughout the year, but it just feels different to me, like, being able to do that during this time. I guess cold outside, and just the lights and the music and
there's
everything.
a bunch of ups and downs. Obviously, when it's cold, it sucks. But there's like a certain like a cheer aspect to it, where it's like, there's a lights, or you go to a light show or a town where they have lights,
Mm-hmm.
and like, what I like about it is staying home, being cozy, staying warm. TV, you got the movies that are all like family oriented.
Yep.
Like, I remember, was it last year, we couldn't fly home for Christmas, and the whole family stayed up here, and we had Christmas here, and we put on we did like a kind of like homemade jukebox where I just brought up an amp, put on some fucking YouTube with some karaoke song, and then, like, my oldest brother Ray, he's not a drinker. My sister-in-law brought over a wine. It was like a sparkling wine,
Mhm.
and he liked it, so he started drinking it, and he got lit. So we were fucking jamming to like fucking Iron Maiden on Christmas with a mic and everything.
That's a weird.
Dude, we were just like going all out. It was fun. We had all kinds of music. Like, we had Christmas music too, but because we had to have my nieces sing and everything.
Okay.
So it was a good time. Food's always great. I think probably the best times I've had on Christmas was, this is when I was single. Not because I was single, that wasn't the best part of it. But like, when I was living down in Mexico, and like my cousin's family, they're a bunch of like guys our age,
Okay.
and like their families would get together. Our family would come too, because it was like, everybody would just come together, and we'd have like, it was like this huge party.
Yeah.
And then we do like Christmas caroling. We did this thing that's called like when posada, where it's like when Mary and Joseph went to ask, at the inns. So there's a song in Mexico for that, and like some would stay outside, sing it, and then they let you in. So there's like traditions that like we did, and then just like the whole night was like a party. Obviously, us guys that were like in our 20s, we would stay up drinking till fucking 5 a.m. or maybe 3 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But like there was like a sleep period, and then the next day it was like we continued. So it was like a 2 day party, which was pretty awesome. And then like if it was cold and we were outside, we'd start a fire. We just throw some fucking wood and get it going so we would stay warm. Everybody was just hanging out, drinking, chilling. The women would be indoors, they would be doing their thing, and the guys would be outside listening to music, jamming, and talking. So it was really fun. And like this was like every year,
Hmm. Okay.
which is fun.
Oh
It was a
yeah,
good
no, it
time.
is.
Yeah. And like you said, it wasn't really about like the gifts. It's more about like getting together with everybody. Like even friends would like. I remember there was a period of when like if it was like not everybody was able to get together because some people get married and they're like, oh well, I gotta be here for a little bit, then I gotta go with my wife's family, or vice versa. I gotta go with my husband's family. Um, it's like all right. Then I would go with my friends at like fucking 2, 3 in the morning. We'd continue the party. Like, yeah, I gotta drive over there. I'm a little bit tipsy, but fuck it. But like we would go all night. And it was a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you ever go to like midnight mass for Christmas?
No.
Okay, we would do that every once in a while. Go to church at midnight on Christmas Eve.
Never
There was
done
always a
that.
weird vibe too, but it was still. I mean, the only thing about Catholic Church is that they always just make you feel bad about everything. It was like one of the only times I was actually kind of happy.
It was fucked up. I watched last night The Passion of the Christ.
Uh-huh.
You see that movie?
Yeah, a long time ago when it first came
It
out.
made me feel like bad for like because I know people were like fainting in the
Yeah,
theater and
yeah.
everything. Well, it was like gory. I was like, oh man, he suffered a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not gonna get into that thing because yes,
Allegedly.
yes,
Allegedly, a guy did.
allegedly. But I was like, man, and here's the plus and a downside to that movie, without diving too much into it, is it was like the whole dialect was Aramaic.
Mm-hmm.
There's no dub. It's subtitles. You either get subtitles in English, you get subtitles in Spanish. There's no like dub.
Yeah.
So it's like I want to watch it in English and just like be like I don't want to be reading. I was like, oh, now I know how my wife feels. Or my friends on there, the ones in Mexico, and they're like, oh, I gotta read the fucking subtitles.
Yeah, it's what happens.
Yeah, that's a messed up movie, man. It was
Yeah,
a
it
good
is.
movie though.
Oh yeah.
It was good. But anyway, back on the fun stuff. Like growing up right now, like as an adult, Christmas is kind of like wound down.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's.
Well, you'll find out. It'll be better. It comes back around.
Yeah, I'm sure it does.
In a few months, you'll see.
Yeah, true, true.
Everything changes again, so it all comes back around, and you feel that same thing like when you were a kid, because you want your kid to have that feeling.
Yeah.
And then when you get older, you see it like, all right, the best for me, like seeing that like magic again. Oh, dude, it made me like want to believe again.
Yeah.
It made me want to believe in all the magic and glitter and everything all over again. Seeing them have that,
Living through it. You're
you know,
living vicariously through
yes,
them.
but to see that and then like movies that came out like when we were talking about movies, the uh, the Guardians movie that I was talking about.
Oh, the holiday special?
No, not the holiday special. The one with Santa Claus, Sandman,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
like that movie. That movie brought me back into like, and then having the boys watch it and seeing them get involved in it, and I'm just like, this is the shit that I love.
Well, we just watched Home Alone 1 and 2 again because Holly was like, I want to watch Home Alone. So we watched Home Alone 1. And me, I'm one of those dudes that, like, if I laugh with my whole body. So I'm like, you know? And then I was like, "You want to watch part two?" And she's like, "Yeah." I was like, "All right." So we watched part two.
Yeah.
And funny thing, because the whole time we were like, "Dude, fucking Kevin's dad's rich as fuck. You know, he's got like he's paying for everybody to go to Friends
Dude,
and
his family. Like,
yeah.
what does that family do?
Well, hold on. This is what I'm getting at. Because the house, yeah, you know, maybe he's got money, okay, but if you pay attention, it was Uncle Rob, the guy that lived in France, who paid for them to go to France. It
Yeah,
wasn't Kevin's
I
dad.
know.
And I just picked that up the other day. I was like, huh. Because I was like, holy shit. Because me and my uncle were like, dude, Kevin's dad, he's probably working for the mob or something. He's probably like
Well, they're like, but what does his brother do to fucking live in France?
and have a house in New York.
Yeah.
You know, maybe he's, hey, yo, hey. You know, he talks in yous and, you
Yeah.
know. But, yeah. So we watched those two movies. We saw Just Friends, which is another Christmassy movie.
Yeah, I like that movie.
I love that movie. Dude. I think that Anna Faris is she's out of pocket in that movie, especially when they give her all the Valium or whatever. She's eating toothpaste.
It's just a good movie in general.
It
Like,
is.
everything about it was pretty good.
Yeah. Um. But yeah, like we watch those movies, which is it's Christmas time. You know.
Yep. Well, you'll see as things progress in life
Mm,
that it'll come back to you and you'll want to do like all the stuff like and just bring that and you see the magic, dude. Like that's the best part about it is when you see it in front of you and you're like, oh, dude, I remember that.
yep.
I remember thinking that, oh fuck, Santa Claus is here. Like, like, or you got to be good. If you're not, this is what's going to happen.
Okay, so I got a question. How did you find out Santa was real?
The one year we came back from my aunt's house, and my parents asked me if I wanted to put the presents under the tree with them.
Ooh.
That wasn't a big deal though. Like I wasn't devastated,
Yeah.
and after a while, like you kind of think about it,
Kind of picked up on it.
and you're just like, all right, it is what it is. But but then like I said, and then Griffin was born, and then I got to play the part.
Yeah.
Like I got to be the one that helps create the magic.
For me, my fucking brother ruined it for me.
I could see that, dude.
Yeah. So that's the one that's older than me. I mean, they're all older than me, but the one closest to me. Yeah, he was like, because like when we lived in Summit, that house had a crawl space.
Yeah.
And had that space under the stairs that had like that.
Yeah, I remember that.
That decline to get into the crawl space.
Mhm.
And I don't know if they got me a bike or something.
You opened it up and it was there.
No, my brother's like, you want to see what mom and dad got you for Christmas? I was like, mom and dad? He's like, yeah. And I was like, what about Santa? He's like, oh, come on, bro. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
I was like, I'm like 8, dude.
You were
I'm
like 15. What are you talking about, bro?
No, I was like, no, I was like 8 or 9, and I was like, what? And he's like, Santa's not real, dude. Like every year, mom and dad got you presents. I was like, what? So that's how I found out, which is kind of I wasn't devastated either.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't like, oh my god, Santa. Like when I was maybe 5, I was like, oh my god, Santa. But I wasn't one of those kids that was like, I'm gonna stay up and see him come down the chimney because we didn't have a chimney.
Yep.
I'm
Yeah.
like, what's he gonna fly in through the AC ducts?
Dude, the boys figured it out like on their own.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, we don't think it's not plausible. And
Well,
I'm like,
kids are way smarter.
and I'm just like,
nowadays,
damn it,
too.
dude, like just pretend.
Yeah.
I'm like, can you just not like just pretend for a little bit? He goes, well, I always thought it was kind of weird that he breaks into people's houses and nobody gets in trouble for it. And I'm like, all right, you're way overthinking.
That's one way.
And I'm just like, dude, just have fun. Like that's what I was. I'm like,
this fat dude
I'm like,
breaks into people's houses.
and I'm like, just have fun with it. And then I had to tell him, I'm like, if we spend time with our friends that have kids that are younger,
don't say shit.
and I'm like, dude, don't
ruin
it. Like,
yeah,
it's still real to them.
yeah.
Like Griff, I think was like 4 when he realized it. He's like, it's scientifically impossible for this to happen. I'm like, man, you fucking little dick. Like, fucking have fun.
Yeah.
Like it's okay to just pretend.
Yeah.
Like just pretend that it's real, just so you can feel good about it. I don't know.
It's scientifically
Yeah, there's
impossible.
like there's no way that he'd be able to do this, and it's anatomically impossible for the sleigh
It's
and the
Christmas
reindeer.
magic,
Yeah,
dude.
and I'm like, it's magic.
Yeah.
He's looking at me, and I'm like 18 at the time. I'm like, it's magic.
It's magic, dude.
This guitar phone I got was from Santa. All right,
Yeah.
this these strings and these picks, yeah, Santa gave them to me. All right, even though it's in your grandmother's handwriting on the tag. All right.
Yeah. Oh man. But yeah, finding out kind of sucked a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's all like it. Like once you know it, it makes sense.
Well, yeah, but I
And you
mean,
got to try to keep. Like my niece, she didn't find out till she was like fucking 12.
yeah, but I mean, and then you get older, and like you kind of like I don't know about you, but like the older I got, and like we'd watch movies and just like like it kind of gets you back into the spirit of things to be like, man, I wish that shit was real.
Oh yeah, it'd be cool if some fat dude came every year and dropped
Not
off
even that, like I
presents.
wouldn't even say like a fat dude, that there was somebody there that
Who breaks into people's
their
houses
no
once
no
a year?
that their role in life was to create happiness to everyone around the world, no matter who you are, as long as you were a good person.
I think it's up to us to make happiness.
Well, yeah, but I'm
It's
talking,
in each and
but I'm
every one of
talking about
us.
as for one night, there's one person whose sole responsibility
Easy
is
there.
to do the one is to just give somebody one thing
Yeah.
that they've always wanted, and because they were a good person and they did good things and they weren't a piece of shit,
Hmm.
they got that reward that one day a year. Like
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty cool concept, and it would
Tim
be
Allen did it.
well, yeah. And then Gabriel Iglesias is in it
Yeah.
in the series. Like he's a Santa too.
He's got what, like 5 movies?
He's like a Santa in the Santaverse.
The Santaverse is expanding.
But it's just it would just
No, that would be really
look
cool.
like it would be like amazing.
Yeah.
Like in the one movie I was watching, fuck, what movie was that? Oh, the Naughty Nine. Like they all still believed in fucking Santa Claus. Like the shit was real, and it
Yeah.
was like in their world, it's real. Like
And they
oh,
go to
there's
the North
they go to
Pole
the
and
North
shit.
Pole because they were able to figure it out through
Yeah.
radar and all this other shit. That here he is, and then they all like older people see Santa because a fucking reindeer hits a plane. And they're
Yeah.
like, "Oh, Santa, your fucking reindeer hit our plane and fucked it up a little bit." He's like, "Oh, ho, ho, here's a gift," like,
What's that when they do it in Harold and Kumar's 3D Christmas? When Santa's real in that universe too.
yeah.
And these dudes are potheads. You got Danny Trejo in there too. I don't know, Theo. My eyes are all fucked up.
So yeah, I mean, I always it would be cool if that stuff was real.
If the magic was real, I mean, I think it depends on the person because, like, you said, Christmas time is always a good time, and it
Mm-hmm.
brings out the best in people.
Yep.
In most people, I would say, and you spread cheer. You you're nicer to everybody than you normally are,
Mm-hmm.
which shouldn't be the case. You should be nice all the
True.
time, but
Yeah, but this time of year brings it out of most
yeah,
people.
yeah, because you could be a Grinch and just be like, it's Christmas. Easy there, Ebenezer. You know, you still want to be. You don't want to be the Grinch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm finally starting to taste that pecans.
Yeah. Towards the end,
Yeah, towards the end, it
you
sneaks
gotta
up
let
on
it
you.
breathe. You gotta let it breathe.
I guess so.
Yeah.
So now I have a question for you,
Yes. Shoot.
and I was beating around the bush, saying you'll find out soon,
Yeah.
how things are like. What do you guys like? Are you gonna ever spend like Christmases up here, or is it gonna always be down there, or like, are you guys gonna start your own traditions? Like,
No, I don't. I mean, I don't know because we both have similar traditions.
but I mean,
Eh,
no, I don't mean like, but your own thing.
we may, if something occurs to me,
Yeah.
but um, like I think the fact that her family's down there, my grandpa's still out. My grandpa's 100,
Mm-hmm.
and you want to see that part of the family that you don't see throughout the year. We want to see them, and it's the best time to do it because when everybody's off and all that stuff. So that aspect comes into play. This will be the second year we spend Christmas up here, and it's fun. At the same time, kind of sucks a little bit because some of us are scattered.
Yeah.
Not because we want to, because some of us can't fly. You know, we can't because of the pregnancy.
Hmm.
But otherwise, we would have flown down.
Yeah.
But I think most Christmases are probably going to be down there. There may be one or two up here, because I told Talia, I was like, it would be awesome if your family could come up and spend Christmas here, because the snow and everything. And it's like you don't got to be out there the whole night. You just like the kids could go out play in the snow and whatever. Like, do you remember growing up how many snowball fights we would get into?
All right. Speaking of when we were growing up, do you remember how much fucking snow we would get?
Yeah,
Like, we don't get that at all. Dude, I remember at Walsh building those, like, snow forts.
yeah.
And we would, like, they would let us go get water and, like, ice it on the inside
So
so
it was
it didn't.
steady.
Yeah.
We were constructors,
Dude, like, and I think about that, and even, like, like, when I was living at the house in Summit, like, having snow, like, up to my shoulders and like being able to dive
Oh yeah.
into it. And I'm looking at it now. I'm like, dude, I think there might have been like 1 or 2 years that the boys actually saw like
Dude, we would go
snow.
sledding at Summit Park,
Yeah.
and then there was points where we're like, we can't afford a snowboard, so we would just get like fucking cardboard or wood and just be like, "Oh, this is my snowboard." It's like, and we would trample down. Like,
dude, you'd
we
use,
were
like,
unbreakable.
We would use like pool inflatables and stuff too,
Yeah.
whatever you could find.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's the one thing that like it kind of bums me out is just how like we don't have as much like oh now that I drive in it all the time, I'm not that bummed out. But like I miss like when it would snow.
Yeah.
And you're like, holy shit, that's a lot of snow.
Well, the big snow we got, what was it, like 2 years ago? Was that like -40 storm?
But compared to when we were kids, we
Oh,
do
yeah.
not get the snow.
Well,
we
we
used
wouldn't
to.
get those storms. We would just get the snow, and it was
Yeah.
like all awesome.
Hmm.
Like, I remember, like, it was cold, but it wasn't like unbearably cold. Or I don't know if it's like we just got old and we feel it more. But like,
No, we never had those like -40s.
Right.
Actually, wait, no.
we had a
There was-
-20.
There was one year that when we were kids, we were
We had a -20 that school got canceled.
yeah, but when we were in junior high,
Yeah, that's
when
what I'm talking
yeah,
about.
that was the only time it ever was like that because I remember my house,
Dude.
the furnace stopped working at my house and I had to go stay at my grandma's house.
Okay,
And that's the only reason I remember that.
that's happened here.
Yeah, but no, but I'm talking about like that was when like school was shut down and everything because
Yeah.
nobody was showing up.
Well, yeah, and I remember that winter because my parents were like, "No, you're going to school." Until they call us and tell us there's no school, you're
Yep.
going to school.
You had to sit there and
And,
watch the TV
dude,
and be like, "Oh, we're closed."
No, the best thing was we wouldn't watch the news. We were just like, we would get to school and there's like, oh, there's no school. We would walk back, and you know where I lived
Mhm.
from Graves. I would trek through the snow.
Oh, I know. No, my
And
parents.
and it wasn't just me; it was other kids too.
Yeah. No, we
Because those
watched
guys like
movies.
me and like Jody Gomez lived across the street from me, or some like Bubba. Sometimes we would walk to school together.
Yeah.
And we would get to school. It's like, oh, it's closed. I was like, yes. Fuck.
Oh.
Now I gotta walk back. So like we would go to like Phil's house because Phil lived right there.
Yeah.
Like Phil would meet up with us at the corner because none of us watched the news. Our parents didn't watch the news. Yours might have. Mine didn't.
No, I watched it.
No.
And
I
so did my
didn't.
sisters because
Yeah.
they were like, "Oh fuck, we ain't going to school."
But yeah, like I had a mile hike, which is like 1.6 kilometers, to school. And when it snowed, it sucked.
Oh yeah, I know.
It sucked for me and the guys that lived in Deep Summit. But like, dude, I remember like I was talking about this the other day with my wife because we're like, it's so different now. How like right now, my nieces that are teenagers,
Mhm.
they can't do what we did growing up because there's like so much awareness now about like fucking predators and shit. I'm like, dude, when we were young, we could have gotten snatched up and nobody would have batted an eye.
I know.
But it was different times.
True. But then we had, people that we grew up with fucking became predators.
I wasn't gonna get into that, but yeah, there's some.
But I'm saying like, but like what we grew up in compared to now.
Yeah.
Like fuck, dude, we were allowed we could walk around at night.
there was curfew,
There
but
was
we
no, but I'm
would.
talking about like, but we would still be able to like play outside, and it
Oh
was
yeah,
dark,
yeah.
and not fucking worried about getting shot at or any of the other stupid shit that happens out there now. Like, well, I'm sure we could probably get shot at, but to the degree of how
Well,
much it is.
that depends. I mean, I know like I don't know how deep Summit is now, but when I grew up there, everybody's like, "Oh, it's a troublesome neighborhood," and blah blah.
Oh, it's shitty now. It's even
Right,
shittier.
exactly. So we grew up thinking it was kind of like, and now it's worse.
Mm-hmm.
But like we grew up and we're like, oh, there's your local gangbangers and whatnot, but like you knew them,
Yeah.
like I knew them.
Well, see the difference, like, so it's so weird how that town was 1 square mile, but it had three different neighborhoods
Yeah,
in the town, like yours and mine, and then actual Summit.
yeah.
Like
Mid Summit,
the safest part of it was Summit.
Mid Summit.
No,
Yeah,
just Summit. There
yeah,
was Deep Summit, Summit, and Argo.
yeah,
That's how it was brought.
yeah.
You know, but like Summit was the safest part.
Mm-hmm.
Argo was the baddest part, and then yours was next. Mine had the most trouble in it all the time.
Well, you could right across the street.
Well, because you had the hood, but
Yeah,
you had the Kings and the GDs, their border right there.
yeah.
You know, so you had that nonsense
Well,
going on all the time.
down in Deep Summit, you had the little local gangs too. You had Latin Kings
Yeah.
on there too. You had the OTBs. You
Well, I
had
mean, usually the Kings were down in Deep Summit anyway.
yeah, and then you had the Albanian gangs
Damn.
down there.
Yeah.
I remember Pickle was like, I used to fuck up Albanians under the bridge, bro. I'm like,
Jesus.
what? But yeah. That's not holiday spirity.
Christmas cheer.
Yeah. You're spreading Christmas punches instead of Christmas cheer?
I guess so.
Yeah. But yeah. So getting back on the Christmas topic, besides from time, what's something that you've always wanted? Like a Christmas thing. Like give me your
Alright,
lottery. I want the lottery version
all right,
of Christmas.
so there was one gift that I wanted that I never got, and I'll never get now because just like with how much they cost and everything, they're just astronomical.
Mhm.
But there was one year. Oh God, we were. It might have been like either 8th grade, freshman year, like around that time,
Mhm.
and I found a certain guitar, one of my favorite guitars ever, Gibson ES 355, and it was like an original from like like late 60s, early 70s. It was original, and at the time, it was $1,400. So I'm like, look, this is the only thing I want. Blah 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 blah. And I was showing my parents. I'm like, look, it's yes, this is expensive, but look at all the other ones in value and everything else. Like this one is a steal, and I never got it. And right now, that guitar would be worth like $28,000.
Damn.
Yeah, because I looked to try to buy one, and the cheapest one I found was $9,800, and that's a brand new one. That's not even like an original one from the.
So it's like a reprint.
Yeah, like if I wanted an original, I wouldn't be able to touch it for under $20,000.
Damn.
Yeah,
That sucks.
and a brand new one, the way that I want it is roughly like $9,000. Dude, the fucking Noel Gallagher version starts. There's a limited edition run of it, but it started at $10,000.
Yeah.
His 355. So his started at 10 G's.
Did he play it at least?
Well, it's a complete copy of his that he has. So they made an unlimited production of a Noel Gallagher version 355, and it came out and it started at 10,000.
Tell you what, when I'm rich,
And they
I'm
can
gonna get you one of those.
they go for like you can find them on Reverb for like 18.5.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
bananas, dude.
So that's like the one thing that I never got that I wanted. Other than that, like I never really. I mean, I got a couple guitars on Christmas. I got PlayStations, Xboxes, different games.
When was the last time you actually were like, this is what I want for Christmas to anybody? Like, Christmas list wise. Like, when was the last time you were like, hey, I want, like, I put a letter on the tree or told anybody like, hey, you
Oh,
don't
dude,
want.
I had to have been 16, and I gave a list to my mom.
So if
Like,
somebody like asks you, I don't know, let's say 2 years ago, hey, what do you want for Christmas? You didn't say anything.
nope.
It was like, I want time.
No, I wouldn't even say that. I'm like, I'm not good. Like, I don't know. I just got to the point where I'm like, I don't know.
How about some tamales?
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, actually, all right. So there was one thing I asked for Christmas, but I'm not going to get into that. That's a you could think about it. Just think of what it is. What
You
do you want for
dirty
What do
dog.
you want for Christmas? I want this.
Dirty
Huh.
dog.
Well, oh yeah. I'm like, what? It's for Christmas. Come
Yeah.
on. It should be all right. It's just Christmas time. What about you?
Um. Well, I like when we do Christmas shopping. Like I tell me and Tyler are pretty forward with like, I want this for Christmas or that, and we try to stay within a certain like budget. You
Mm-hmm.
know, like Secret Santa style. And I think, not sure about it. I think at the last Christmas, I know one year she got me a guitar when we were dating. I had that guitar in Mexico because I have no other guitars on there, and I still like to play. Um, but after that, I think she got me the Lego Aston Martin James Bond one.
Mm-hmm.
After that, I don't really like. I know she got me stuff, but it was just like, just give me whatever. I don't remember asking for any specific thing because anything I wanted, I would be like, well, I'll just buy it and we'll count it as a Christmas present.
Yeah.
It would just be like, I'll just get it for me, you know. Because like with her, it's like I want this or I want that. Like I want a new purse or whatever.
And you're
So
like, bitch, not another person.
hey, dude, everybody's got. This is what I think. You're well aware of my collection and
Mm-hmm.
my expenditures, and people got their vices, man. Some
Yeah.
people spend money on shoes. Like my brother and two of my brothers are like clothes hoarders. Like they get like expensive clothes, and I'm just like, dude, I'm good with a fucking Walmart shirt, you know. But they're like, no, 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 this shirt and Abercrombie and Fitch or this and that, and they're comfy. I'm not gonna lie, they look nice, but I'm like, I'm comfortable with a hoodie, you know. Like I'm easy going with when it comes to like the rags on my back.
Yeah.
But then again, I have other expensive tastes with whether it be guitars or you know collectibles
Yeah.
to keep it kind of englobed in that space. Because Jesus,
Here, dude. Here. So I just had to look it up right now.
the guitar.
So get custom shop Noel Gallagher 60s era ES 355 Murphy Lab aged starting at $14,999. And there's other ones on this page that are $27,000.
Oh, I believe you
Yeah, and I could have had one.
for $1,400.
Damn you, parents! Mm.
And right now, what would you want for Christmas other than time? Like this year.
Mm, I don't know, dude. Like, oh, actually, there is one thing
Okay.
because we're it's actually me and Colleen were talking about this. It would be the new Ninja pizza oven
Okay.
that comes in. Like you put it outside, and it's like a pizza oven for outside. So that would be something I'd want. Yeah, 'cause it's pretty cool looking. You could cook steaks on it because it gets to like 900 degrees.
Hmm.
So you could cook it. You could cook a steak in like 3 minutes.
It's not like one of those ceramic egg looking things.
It's not ceramic.
No, I'm saying, but it's a cooking thing. Have you ever seen those?
Yeah, but no, it's an actual like pizza oven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Hector, he cooked a pizza in that in the one of those egg things.
Mm-hmm.
He has one of those. And one time, this is when we were still dating, me and Talia, not me
I
and
was say,
Hector.
when did you
No, me and Talia.
when did you and Hector date? I
He
didn't know that.
he made a couple pizzas
This
on
is
it, and
a-
he put actual like tuna from the can.
New, this is new information, man. Didn't know you were dating a Hector at a time.
So he actually put like tuna from the can
Mhm.
on the pizza. Dude, it was fucking great.
No, sorry,
It was good.
no,
And he made it in one of those ceramic egg things.
yeah, no tuna.
Yeah. But the thing is, those are very delicate.
Yeah.
But Ninja Pizza Oven.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, it just came out this year, last year, one of the two.
So
That's
that's a
pretty cool.
realistic gift.
Yeah.
What would you want that's out of the box, out of pocket? You're like, this would be awesome.
Dude, I don't
Ultimate Christmas gift.
know.
It
It'd be
can't be that guitar.
the only thing it would be, dude, would be that.
No. Think, like, holy shit. This is like, and like, you know, ultimate gift.
Ultimate gift.
Yes.
Like money isn't an option or isn't a problem.
Yeah.
Gift.
Exactly.
And somebody was willing to give it to me.
Yeah.
An Audi RSQ8. Yeah. And it's like $320,000.
Nice.
In that case, I'd be like, just how about a barndominium? I'll keep my Durango, and we could just have the barndominium.
Barndominium would be nice.
Yeah.
That would be nice. Yeah, that's something that would be in my top 5.
Yeah.
Barndominium, about an acre of land, and maybe build some.
Actually, here, don't even worry about the barndominium. Land.
Just the land.
Give me
a lot.
give me like 3 acres.
Yeah.
As a Christmas
with
gift.
a river running through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it has, but it's like,
or a creek,
and it's ready to be built on.
Yeah.
You know, like, and it's close to where like your utilities and everything could be.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that would be an ultimate gift. Would be like 3 acres of land.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome, actually. Yeah.
We're disclosing too much information on the top secret. The barndominium.
Yeah, but no, that would probably that would be top. That would be actually amazing to have something like that.
So car wise, I would go with. So I think I have 3.
Okay.
It would be Baby, from Supernatural,
Mm-hmm.
the '67 Impala, the '67 Mustang, Eleanor, or a DeLorean.
Okay.
Like an original 1985 DeLorean.
Yeah.
Not with all the fucking crap that Doc put on it. Just a DeLorean. I wouldn't even want like a newer car. Like it just, if they got me one of those cars with 0 mileage, brand new motor and everything. Because I like those older cars, man.
Yeah, dude. So this one, the one that I would want, the Audi RSQ8 is 900 horsepower.
Yeah.
And it's $300,000, and it's an SUV.
That's the thing. I'm not even a junkie about the speed. I just like the aesthetics of it.
Oh no, this car's fucking sweet, dude. Like, yeah. I mean, even when I had my,
I want a Batmobile.
even when I had my first Audi, dude, oh, it was amazing.
Yeah.
And I want one now. I want one again. And then with the boys being older, it's a lot easier because the back seat was small and they could fucking fit in it now instead of the car seats. When I put them in the fucking car seats, they're looking like.
So, since we already started divulging too much information about the Barndominium project, let's get into it. Let's get into it a little bit. You 3 acres of land.
Well, dude, here, if we had 3 acres of land, all right, we could do a.
This is a we project, okay?
No, just listen.
Yeah.
So said we had 3 acres of land, and this is how it's built out. We have a barndominium built out in like a L shape. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Your part of the barndominium with your family's right here. My part of the barndominium, my family's right here, and then the tip of the L is
studio
garages. So 2-car garage, studio, gym.
Pretty sweet. You got 3 acres of land though. You could have your house, my house, and the barndominium itself.
No, but see, I would want that to be connected so that we have like a big driveway, and it's you know.
You got 3 fucking acres.
No, but I'm talking about the acres we could do other stuff with. But I'd want the houses to be close. Like I don't want to, like I wouldn't want to be in that acre and you're over there.
No. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like a cul-de-sac type deal.
Yeah, like we make the middle of it a fucking cul-de-sac to where you're over here. Like it's not gonna be right. Like you're gonna be over there. I'm gonna be over here, but it's still connected.
You make it sound like, hey, I'm gonna walk over to Juan's room and knock on the door. It's like, you know.
Well, no, I'd walk like across the driveway.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Or walk through the house into the garage,
but itself,
into the gym.
The barndominium itself would need to be its own space. if that were the case, you have your house, right, with maybe a little bridge connected to the barnuminium or sidewalk.
You could make the barn dominium the size of the whole fucking thing, right?
Yeah, but that's a big fucking barn.
Well, yeah, but that's the cool thing. Like you have all right here. So this is what we would do. So you'd have the house parts of the barn dominium on each side, right?
Right.
And then you'd have the garages for vehicles,
Mm-hmm.
and then the middle part, we can have it set up as the studio
Second floor.
on the second floor,
Mm-hmm.
and then underneath can be like a gym, game room, fucking man cave, family cave type fucking thing.
Yeah. That'd be cool as fuck,
All right.
dude.
And then we can have the other rest of the acreage to be whatever.
Oh, ATVs all the way.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like I would feel like that'd be cool, and like the houses, they're connected, but not
Not like connected.
we're not like townhouses.
Right.
Exactly. You know, like it's
okay. That makes more sense because at first it was like, hey, I'm gonna go to the laundry room really quick.
No, not like that. I'm just talking about it would be a way where like so like if you had the setup right,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm so you'd have so here's like the main road over here. So we'll have this table as the three.
Okay,
acres.
let's say this table is your acreage, and
So
this
this is-
three
so this
acres
is-
divided.
This is the land.
Yes.
Here's the road.
You're too far from the mic, dude.
I know.
Okay.
I can hear myself. So all right. So this is the land. Okay.
Yes.
And here's the main road to go to and from. The road would start in the middle,
Mm-hmm.
and like in this area would be the house, and the house would be an L shape, like that. So where your house is on one side, my house is on the other. There's a round driveway, and then it leads into the garages, and then the studio family thing would be in that section.
Yeah.
And then you have this whole area of acreage, we could do whatever. And in this whole area of acreage, you could do whatever.
Where's the creek?
The creek would be behind.
Over here on my side? Over
Oh,
here?
but behind.
Behind the house.
Yeah.
Ish. Barnuminium.
See, something like that would be cool.
Texas, here we come.
Exactly.
Help us, Joe Rogan. Dude, like...
Help us, Joe Rogan and Liquid Death.
And Kid Rock. Dude, have you seen how Kid Rock has a golden elevator
Yes,
in his house? Like, dude, Kid Rock lives out loud.
I know.
I love it. But that would be awesome, dude. Something like that.
And then we can even have like, I mean, shit. You could even have like we could put guest houses around, like not.
Well, I've always said, like, if I had that kind of money, like, fuck you money, I would buy that much money and, like, build houses for my brothers and shit. And my mother-in-law would come.
Well, it
live
would
with us and
depend on
everything.
where it was at. Like if it was here, and they could still drive, I'd just build them like an area that they could fucking hang out in. Like you probably
Yeah.
want to stay at your own fucking house.
No,
you know.
yeah, their own houses.
Yeah.
I would do that.
No, but I'm talking about like say we did it here in Illinois, but your brother still wanted to live at his house.
Yeah.
You could just build like a guest house that
Oh,
you
yeah.
could just fucking hang out in. Like you guys want to come over for the holidays? Here, you could stay. You know.
Yeah. No, I think if I had that kind of money, that I would just be like, here, I'm going to buy you a house. You design it however you want. But, you know, that's having fuck you money.
Yeah.
Which is... It's a dream.
It's a dream, yes, because we don't have fuck you
Yeah.
money. We have, hi, how you doing?
We have hello money.
Yeah. We don't even have hello. We have hi.
We
Hi.
have stay above the water
Yeah.
money.
I got enough money I have floaties money.
Yeah. Floaties money. This sounds about right.
I have money
Yeah.
for my floaties.
Oh,
to
dude,
keep
and
me
I could
afloat.
just imagine that, like, the studio barnuminium.
Yeah.
Have guitars on the wall on one side hanging, the other side filled with fucking collectible memorabilia.
And so we would have that upstairs, and then downstairs would have to be a kitchen, and
Wow.
then like a gym play area for everybody else.
a juice bar.
They have no. I would want a kitchen there because then I'd be like, "Fuck it, we're done. Let's go cook."
Oh yeah,
You know?
oh yeah. Let's go get some Totino's pizza rolls or something. Or you could cook some steaks, whatever.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be like, if we had fuck you money, I'd be like, "Oh, let's bust out the
I'm
Totino's
gonna
pizza
go get
rolls."
some surf and turf downstairs really quick. It'll take you forever to cook a fucking lobster.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
You don't take forever to cook a lobster.
not forever, but it'll take you a couple hours.
Not a couple hours to cook a lobster.
Hmm?
No, it's not.
How long do you have to cook it for?
Maybe like 10, 15 minutes, dude. You don't want to overcook a lobster.
So you just boil it?
Yeah. Or you
That's it?
break it up and you just grill the lobster tail and the
I
claws.
just want the tail.
Yeah. You just take the lobster tails off, you deshell them, and you throw them on the grill for like 3 minutes.
Just
And then you
that.
cover them in butter and garlic, and you just fucking chow down.
So good.
And I'll have my wok so I can fucking make some fucking fried lobster like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
See?
Smashed potatoes.
Yeah. See, now you're really thinking. There you go.
Mm-hmm. That would be cool, man.
Yeah. Maybe one day. One day
Maybe.
we'll get there.
Yeah. You'll start buying some lottery tickets.
We need to start investing in that there stock market,
Yeah.
but only the shit that actually works.
Mm.
Or get into that there forex trading of where you trade like currency and
Oh,
you trade at certain times and you make more money because of the different cost of currencies.
yeah. But yeah. Oh, that would be awesome, dude. Barnuminium is a. How do you call it? A
Mm.
shared dream,
Yep.
let's say.
Yes,
They were
it is.
spreading onto the world.
Kind of,
Yeah.
but still keeping it for ourselves.
Oh, yeah. That'd be. It's like you wouldn't invite the world to live in your 3 acres.
No, I wouldn't even want to really invite people to come over either. I was like, finally, peace.
Yeah. No, I think it's somewhere to do it would be like in the southern states.
Yeah.
Like Texas, New Mexico, something like that.
Yeah, like I always hear people talk about like Montana and Wyoming and everything else
It's
like that.
cold. Cold.
I'm like, yeah, that'd be beautiful, like during the spring and during the summer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to fucking be there in December.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, it'd be cool if you were like, oh, we're spending Christmas up there. We're flying up for like a week.
Yeah, for like 4 days, and
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, it's time to go back.
Yeah. It's like you can't even go to Walmart, dude. It's fucking
I'm like,
freezing.
when you could feel the wind chill like in your bones, like no, no
Yeah.
thanks. That's not my. I'm too old for that shit now. No, I'm just like, nope, no, thank you.
Well, even here it's cold, dude. Like I don't.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's cold, but it's still somewhat bearable.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like we're in the middle of a fucking plane and there's an 80-mile-an-hour wind and it's -8 outside. You're just like, oh yeah, this is great weather. Oh, so happy I live here.
True. True.
Well, I gotta say, man, we really went off topic today.
A little bit, but that was the ultimate Christmas wish.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
so. The ultimate Christmas wish is a
Barnuminium with
Bar-
all the fixins.
yeah, barnuminium with all the fixins and yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You know, it is what it is.
Tax free.
Yeah, okay, I wish.
We'll get that and be like, tax free.
Yeah, you gotta be tax
Kind of like Armageddon. Those
I
dudes
couldn't.
that-
I actually, with what we just talked about, I couldn't imagine what the property tax on it would be.
Well, they would charge you on the structures.
No, I know, but I'm just saying in general, dude.
So-
Like, it'd be like,
Well, okay. So if you're talking about a barnuminium, what's the square footage? Probably like 6,000 feet, roughly.
well, the one that we're thinking of,
If we're talking just like your house, my house, and the connection to the studio and stuff, I'm thinking
I'd
6,000
be like
to
8
8,000.
it'd be like 8,000.
6 to 8.
Yeah.
Because if you're building like a connect, well, depends. It depends
If
if that driveway is
fu-
concrete
If
or
it's
asphalt.
if it's fuck you money, each house is going to be 3,000 square feet.
Probably, yeah. You're right.
Yeah, if it's fuck you money.
Because I wouldn't want a mansion.
No, but I would want everybody to have a big room.
Well,
You know, and I'd want like a really badass kitchen and front room, living room type thing.
Yeah.
You know, and the bathrooms would have to be badass too.
Yeah. Like full bathrooms all the way.
Yeah, there'd be no half baths, and everything would be like each bedroom would have a connecting bathroom,
True.
and then there'd be like a bathroom for like people to use.
Yeah.
You know, not like a bathroom near the kitchen or whatever. You know, I'd be like, don't go in my kid's room to take a shit. You know.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't want it near the kitchen either.
No, but I'm talking about
Because
like
no,
I'm talking about like main like a main bathroom to be used.
yeah,
So like
maybe downstairs bathroom.
yeah.
Basically.
you know, not a bathroom that's not for whoever the room's for.
A community bathroom.
Yes.
Yes.
So I mean, you'd want.
I would have like a basement bathroom. It's like you go down there.
You know what? If all right here now, or if we're really getting into fuck you bathroom, I'd have like bathrooms in the basement. It's like, hey, you need to drop one. You go down and
Yeah, 'cause that's
there's a
what I'm
privacy door, and you just go in and do your thing.
Yeah,
It would
and
have
it's
like
soundproof.
we'd have like three dude bathrooms, three chick bathrooms. Just go down there and do your
I
thing,
don't think you need that many. I would be like,
dude. I went to a party one time at a house in Tinley Park, and this bathroom in a house
mhm.
had four toilets and three urinals, and this was in a house, dude. Like this is where their main floor bathroom was for people,
Damn.
and they had like a huge long like they had four sinks and everything, dude. It was insane.
So it was like an airport, basically.
Yeah, it was
Damn.
it was an awesome ass fucking bathroom, and I stood in there. I'm like, wow, I can't believe this is happening right now,
It's like I'm gonna take a shit in the urinal.
dude. Well, we went there after a concert, and it was like a pool party, and they had a fucking DJ, and like they had a DJ booth in their indoor pool. They had a DJ booth on the second floor.
So that's not fuck you money. That's like I don't like you money.
Yeah, it was pretty. They had an ice sculpture in a fountain in their like walkway when you walked into their house, like the foyer. As soon as you opened the door, there was an ice sculpture and a fountain.
That's nice.
Yeah,
I don't know about the ice sculpture, but
it was weird, but I mean that's
nice.
when you have that kind of money, I guess you could do that shit. So.
We have a fountain up front, but it's a
No,
not
this was
big.
like a fountain, like a fountain, dude.
Like downtown.
Like yeah,
fountain.
it was a huge fountain. Like you would sit
You
on
drive
the
around
you
it,
would sit
fountain?
on the ledge and throw quarters in there and make a wish. All right, that's how big this fountain was.
Did you make a wish?
No,
Barnuminium?
I was drunk. I was like 10. No, I was like, actually I was 13 at the time. I was 13 at the time, drunk off my ass.
The good old days, huh?
Yeah, good old days.
So what are we doing for shots today? Cabo or jalapeno cucumber?
I don't know, man. Not really in a shot mood today. I was thinking we would just down these beers and
Call it an episode.
Call it an episode, and then we'll figure out, because this will be out what, the week before Christmas?
This will be out on Thursday.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. So yeah, we still have time before Christmas. So
Yeah, we have one more before Christmas,
Mhm.
which is going to be I don't know if it's going to be a sporadic, random episode, but
it might be,
yeah,
especially how this one
Yes.
went about. So
yeah, because this was the Christmas wish, Christmas memories episode.
yep, and we didn't really talk too much about it. We went off on
Um,
tangents. Well, we
There's
hit on it for a minute, but
yeah. No, I mean I think all in all we stayed on topic most
Yeah.
of the time.
well, everybody out there, wish you a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays,
Mm-hmm.
and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram. Listen to us on Spotify, Podbean, iHeartRadio, YouTube, anything other platforms that we're on. I don't know, we're on quite a few other ones that
Yeah.
some of them I don't even remember what they were, but we're on there.
Yes, sir.
And catch you guys on the next episode.
Catch you guys on the next one.
Cheers.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.